Good morning. It's Ayya Vimala, and as you can tell, I'm coming to you live right now. A couple of adjustments. I thought I had it all set up. It's Sunday morning, the 21st of June. It's a really warm day here in Illinois. There are a lot of exciting things going on these days. For the temple, we're going to more Zoom classes. So even if you don't live near Woodstock, even if you're not in the northeastern part of Illinois, I'm planning more Zoom classes, and I know other people are too. These will be classes that are about the dharma. I'm putting together a book group, so if any of you are interested in suggesting a book for a book group that you'd be interested in, please send me the information, or just make a comment where you may mention a book that you're really interested in. We'll be starting that, putting out information about it soon. And Bhante Bhatia is doing Sutta study on the second and fourth Sunday mornings, 10:30 to 11:30, right after my sitting with Ayya. So there are things to look forward to. We don't have a clear date yet on when the temple can open because of social distancing and the need to be careful and not put people at risk. I know at the temple they're doing a lot of outdoor meditations in Woodstock Square, and that's working out really well because there can be a large group of people and everyone can still be social distancing, and it's more comfortable to wear a mask. So those are online as well. But I'm excited about doing more Zoom groups because then we can be at home, and it can work better than for some of us. Traveling we've gotten a little bit used to how nice it is to be at home and not be driving around and rushing around all day. I certainly feel that. So there are things to look forward to on Zoom, and we'll continue with those things into the foreseeable future because there's a lot of interest in them, and we can certainly reach a wider group of the people who are interested in the Buddhist outlooks and being able to be in contact with each other and study together and develop and build our practices, make them stronger together online. So let's use the technology that we have. So if you know books, if you have ideas about groups, I'm open to everything. I know Aaron Dank and Aaron's an art therapist at the temple and on our board of directors. We've been doing actually it's Aaron and I've been her sidekick, but Aaron and I have combined a new Facebook group that we're experimenting with, and then we'll have it open to the public. I mean a Zoom group, I didn't mean a Facebook group. But we're looking at meditation and some of the images in the Buddhist teachings, and then working with people who want to do art around those projects, that they might be more visual learners, so they can be creating some of their own images that work for them and that they're inspired to. And so it'll be a meditation and then kind of an art therapy group, but you'll be hearing more about that. We're working on that right now, and that will be a lot of fun. So there'll be things that'll be continuing where we can use Zoom, Facebook Live. We'll keep doing that, even when the end is in sight for being more isolated. But the being at home more can be very productive, and we should all be working on our at-home practices, right? That's what's really important. When we can be together as a community, it really helps us, it supports us, and we can grow through that, and we can be inspired by the community. But remember that our practice always, at the core of it, it has to be our own practice. We have to not depend on others for it. So the support and the good company and the noble friendship and the places to get teachings and to know how to study the teachings and to learn how to navigate the path, that groups are wonderful for that. But that practice, that spiritual practice that has to help us get through pandemics and all kinds of personal crises and world crises, that practice has to come from our daily resolve and our daily intention, that resolve to practice, to let go of the things that aren't working for us, that we don't need to hang on to anymore, to stop clinging, and loving kindness and ahimsa, harmlessness. And that we build up through our everyday, moment by moment life. And our sitting practice is very important too. So that we can do on our own. The community is a blessing we have. So if we can expand the community and reach out to others who can't be out and can't make it to the temple, that's a wonderful way to help people work on this path and help them learn more about the path the Buddha has presented, that many of us have found we respond to, and we have a strong draw to it, and we know it's working for us. We see it in our everyday lives. So we can be open to reaching out to more people who feel the same way, and also people who may be new and want to learn more. So give me your ideas, let me know, make comments, and if you want to talk more about an idea you have, I can reach out to you. But this is going to be a new facet of our beautiful Blue Lotus. So today, I hope all of you are doing well. I hope you're finding peace, and I hope you're finding your ways to navigate whatever this period is we're calling. I think in Illinois we might be moving into a new stage. I think there's still so much confusion about social distancing and wearing masks or not, and what it's okay to do and what might be unsafe. And then we hear about so many surges where cases are going up, not just in this country, but around the world. And it's really a difficult time. So this is when we really need to pay attention and be sure that we're listening to the right voices and make the decisions that we need to make based on our own wisdom, our own knowledge, and what we know is right and true, and what is safe, what's safe for you and your family, but safe for others as well. And act on that. You may have to make up your own guidelines, but find a way to do that so you feel confident that you're taking care of yourself and others. So this is when being a bodhisattva and extending your wish to help all sentient beings is very important. It's not a time to be selfish. It's not a time to only think of yourself and maybe how restless you've become or how uncomfortable the masks are. This is a time to really think about what will be good for you and what will be good for others. So move gently and try to stay happy and peaceful and be content with whatever is going on in the world. If you are protesting, do it safely so you're not putting others at risk. And I certainly think there are valid reasons to be protesting, but there are no valid reasons to be stirring up anger and causing things to move into unsafe, angry, out of control situations, because that's actually battling with everything we've been doing to try to control the pandemic. So protest peacefully and protest from a place of love in your heart, and always thinking about that love, and not let anger and just a tiredness of the way things have been done, don't let that get the best of you and cause you to flip into anger. So I wanted to recommend to everybody today, if you have any Buddhist book, most of us may have a copy of the Dhammapada at home. I think I have 5. They're different translations, but even before I became a Buddhist, I know that was probably the first little book that I had my hands on, that I was more familiar with. But there are great teachings in that book, and it's a wonderful thing to read. Let it be a daily reading. And some versions will have the backstories and have more commentary on them. But even if you don't have commentary, even if you just have it's like poetry. But even if that's all you have, read it and let it feel it resound within you. And some will be a little bit more difficult to understand, but most will be something that will resonate with you. And let that be some of your reading, whatever pieces of literature you have, what you can find online. Spend a little time every day reading something. If you have Pema Chodron books at home, or Thich Nhat Hanh, or any piece of literature where the words that you read can be things that you resonate with, and that can help you. They can become a verse from the Dhammapada can become something you may want to memorize, and just have it with you. If you have the chanting from Blue Lotus, if you don't have the new chanting book at home, on the website we have I think we have a chanting book online, and you can read through or just chant at home those chants that you're familiar with. So find ways to help you tap into that wisdom and that comfort. It's true. So it's not always easy comfort, but it's true. And there are so many things we know we have no control over. And keep working with that. Keep working with understanding the things that we don't have control of, and the things that we do have some control over. And we have to let go of suffering by letting go of hanging on to those things that cause us to suffer. And we have to learn how to distinguish the things that we can change and the things that we have to let go of that are beyond our scope and only cause us suffering. So find some good things to read and help you look and re-examine. What do I need to let go of? It causes me suffering, and there's really nothing I can do about it. And it's that clinging to it that causes the suffering. This is a good time. We have a little bit more time for introspection, even now as we're kind of going back and forth with the moving out into the world again. Some of you more than others because you're back at work. But use the time wisely, because before we know it, we'll be in some totally different situation, and we'll be wishing, oh, I wish I had some of that time I had a few months ago. I was really getting tired of it, but looking back, wasn't so bad. So let's sit now, be together. Find that spot. You might be outside lying in the grass looking up. Be sure you take care of your eyes and cover them because that bright sun's not good for them. You might be sitting in a chair. You might be walking or able to be out in your yard or a nice space where you're out in nature. So if it's a good place where you can sit or stand or lie down on your back and you can safely close your eyes, let's do that. And if you need to keep your eyes open, just let them gaze downward with a soft focus. Be with your breath. Be aware of your body breathing. If you can, breathe through your nose. Be aware of your breath moving down to your belly. But you may want to be attuned to the sensations more around your nostrils. The sensations of the temperature of the air as you breathe in, and then the difference as you breathe out. You may have cooler air coming in, and as the body warms that air, when you breathe out, it may be warmer, feel moist. Be attuned to how each breath is different. Your inhale may be longer. The next inhale may be shorter. Let your belly feel, let your hands feel your belly rising on the inhale and contracting on the exhale. It's good for us to be breathing more deeply. Calms our body. It's healthier for our body, very healthy. And it can be an easier place to feel the sensations of breath. The rise and the fall of our breath. Be aware of your body calming down. Just keep your focus, your attention on the breath. Send out thoughts of friendship and kindness to yourself. Remind yourself how important it is to be a good friend to yourself, to be your best friend. So send yourself the wishes, the blessings, to be well, to feel safe, to be content, and to be at peace with yourself. May I be well. May I feel safe. May I be content. And may I be at peace with myself. Feel sincerity when you do this. Now extend out beyond yourself and think of the people who are closest to you, the people you consider your loved ones. It can be close friends, close family. The ones who are easiest for you to connect with in your heart, even if you're a little upset with them right now. Even if you're tired of living with them day in and day out, you know they're your loved ones. You know they're the people that you always have in your heart. May all my loved ones be well, and may they feel safe. May they be content. And may they be at peace with themselves. Now move out to all of the people in the city where you live. So you'll know several people. There'll also be lots and lots of strangers. And probably you have difficult people as well. The people who challenge you. People you just don't care for, don't like. And that's whatever city you live in. And you can send out loving kindness to each one of the people in your city. It's a combination of all of the groups that we practice our loving kindness practice with. But it's in a container that we're relatively comfortable with. So may everyone in this city be well. May everyone be content. May everyone be at peace with themselves May everyone in this city feel safe. Now we'll take a big, expansive leap out. So just radiate these same feelings that you felt for yourself, your loved ones, and everyone where you live. Just feel these same wishes for others, for other living beings, to radiate out from you and just expand out as far as you can imagine to all living beings, all creatures, all animals in the skies and in the seas and in the lakes and rivers and in the air, in all human beings, wherever they live, wherever they are, in all non-human beings, beings we can't see, to all beings being born and beings dying. And there's no end to this. There's no end to this quality radiating out from you. If we begin to radiate out loving kindness, it is an infinite quality. It is boundless. May all beings, human and non-human, be free from suffering and the causes of suffering, free from fear and worry and anxiety, free from hunger and thirst and the extremes of the weather. May all these beings be able to care for themselves or be cared for by loved ones. And may all of us experience and live in peace. Time for me to leave, so if you can, keep sitting and remember, today you can spend the whole day, no matter what you're doing, radiating and sending out loving kindness. And do it effortlessly and let it get easier and easier. And let go. Let go of our worries and our anxieties and let go of anger. And just see what a difference, how different it can make you feel, and how much love there is that we maybe haven't even tapped into yet. So thank you so much for joining me and for being a part of my practice. Don't forget, send in your ideas for Zoom classes, okay? Or books to discuss. Thank you. Have a beautiful day. See you Tuesday.